Today I'm going to make my predictions for the Alsco Uniforms 500 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. This race is going to be on Wednesday night, and it's not 500 miles, it's 500 kilometers. But I am wanting to add that I am going to do a Pick 5 contest. All you got to do is go down below, type in who you think is going to finish the top 5. If you get 5 for 5 right, you get an autograph hero card. I got some like Daniel Hemrick, Cody Coughlin, and so many more. But you got to go 5 for 5. If you go 4 for 5, you get an unsigned hero card. But you get the point. You got to get them in the correct order. But there goes that. And you got to subscribe to my channel. But let's get started with the picks.
Ryan Priest, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
The past 5 winners on the Charlotte Oval has been pretty much dominated by the Toyota camp. You had Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Busch. But here are your past 5 winners on the Charlotte Oval. In 2020, just a couple of days ago, Brad Keselowski got the job done and won his first Coca-Cola 600. A big win. Now he's locked into the playoffs. Good for him. In 2019, you saw the 19 of the Martin Truex Jr. get it done, where early on, he struggled. He even wrecked, for crying out loud, and he still managed to get back out front and win this race. In 2018, you saw the clinic put up by Kyle Busch, where he dominated, led over 300 laps, just an impressive performance. And in the fall of 2017, you saw the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. get the job done, and an overtime finish. Great race there. But last, in 2017, earlier that year, the 600, you saw Austin Dillon get the job done. It was his first NASCAR win. Many of y'all might be wondering, how did he have the speed to stay up front the whole race? Well, he didn't, because he, at the end of the race, he stretched it out on fuel, and it was a great decision by his crew chief, Justin Alexander. Just a great race overall. But those are your past 5 winners. Toyota has been pretty much dominating that. Won 3 out of the 5. It's just crazy. So I expect the Toyota to have the advantage coming in to this weekend's race. But next, my top 5. Before I go any further, I want to add that my average finish for the driver I pick to win every week is 9.71. That's pretty good if you ask me. Last week was 10.1. Now it's 9.7. I had Truex winning last week. He finished 7th. Not a too bad of a finish, but if you compare it for his speed, he should end up winning that race. If no caution were to come out later on from the 51, if I think it was Joey Gase, Truex would have had that win easily. But you get the point, though. My average has increased this past race. But winning the race, I got the 9 of Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott is coming off an impressive run at the Charlotte Motor Speedway where he finished 3rd. But if that caution didn't come out at the end, he would have won that race. It was just a cakewalk for him. But when that caution came out, his crew chief, Alan Gustafson, made an aggressive call to send him down pit road. And while you had Brad Keselowski, Jimmie Johnson, Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney, Austin Dillon, and Tyler Reddick, and so many drivers stay out, he was already put in a hole, but right now, he's just praying and hoping for another overtime attempt, which means another caution. But he still managed to get all the way to 3rd, which is impressive. He would have won that race with no caution, but still, he got a top 5 out of it. So, moving forward, I think he's your winner on this Wednesday night's race. Second place, though, I got the 18 of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch was just, how can I say this? He was quiet all night during the 600, but didn't come to play until the later stages, later stage 3, even 4. That's when he became relevant. Third place, though, I got the 22 of Joey Logano. Joey Logano won the stage in the Coca-Cola 600, but he did not get the finish that he wanted. But you get the point. I think he gets 3rd, a top 5 on a Wednesday night. Moving on, I think he'll take that and go to Martinsville, Bristol, which has been up and down for him the last couple of years. In 4th place, I got the 48 of Jimmie Johnson. Jimmie Johnson is coming off an impressive second place run in the 600. I think some momentum carries over for another top 5. We'll see how things go for the 48 camp. But in 5th place, I got the 14 of Clint Boyer. Clint Boyer is my favorite driver. I'm trying my hardest not to be biased here. But Boyer has been good on the intermediates. I know Sunday that he finished dead last, but that was due to mechanical failure. You really can't judge a driver's performance out at a certain track because of mechanical failure. But I think he rebounds and gets a top 5 out of this. Boyer's last 2 races, though, has been rough. Darlington, he won stages 1 and 2 on that Wednesday night race. And then entering stage 3, a long run happened, and it pretty much took him out of contention, and he wasn't even relevant at the end of it. It was just crazy. And heading into Charlotte, the first part of the race, he was quick. He started 19th and worked his way up to 11th, and then got to 10th, and then wrecked. It was just crazy. But I think he rebounds and gets a top 5. But my dark horse for this week is going to be the 3 of Austin Dillon. Last week I nailed it. I got the 8 of Tyler Reddick, and he did pretty good. Got a top 10. But I think Austin Dillon is going to be my sleeper pick and dark horse or long shot, whatever you want to call it, for this Wednesday night's race. It would not surprise me to see him inside that top 5 or top 10. Who knows what can happen? Anything can happen. It can be field mileage. But everybody, though, please like and subscribe, and peace, and have a great one.